What's going on, Mark? We got a new trailer. A new Marvel thing is coming out. Pretty interesting. Pretty fun.
This was a total surprise for me.
Really?
Yeah, I
I
had no
saw
idea
it a
about
while
this.
ago. I knew it was coming a while ago. I think they announced it 6 months ago, but Marvel's so weird. Like they'll do something and be like, "Here it is," but I guess they just know we're going to watch it, so they don't care. But their promotion stuff is kind of strange to me. Anyway, What If is coming out very soon. Very interesting. Mike, do you know anything about What If?
I know absolutely nothing about it.
All right, well, let me give you a rundown. In fact, in Fantastic Four number 13, back in 1963, a character called Uatu, visited the Fantastic Four and warned them about Galactus coming to their planet to eat their planet. That was the first appearance of the Watcher. And the Watcher are a race of beings that just watch events in history and pay attention to it and keep track of it and categorize it and catalog it. The Watcher for Earth, Uatu, is very interesting because he says, "I'm here just to watch," but he keeps interfering.
He's not a good watcher.
No, he's not. He's probably the worst watcher because he just interferes over and over and over again. And I'm looking at the Marvel database, and it says he's dead, and I think he died in one of in a recent comic, but I don't know if he's dead or not. We'll have to just wait and see.
Wouldn't the Watchers get a replacement for him?
I don't know. That's a great question. But so anyway, the Uata is a watcher, and he can watch everything. He doesn't just watch like our universe. He can actually see what happens in multiple universes. And in 1977, a comic came out called What If, and he was the narrator for it. And he's like, "Let me tell you about a different universe that's similar to this Earth, but is different." And so we got to see all these different great stories, and usually they're one shots. So it's like a one shot deal. So every episode's is like one every comic, I'm sorry, is like one thing is done and you move on to the next comic.
That's what I'm thinking this series is going to be. Like
each
episode will be a twist, like a what if twist.
Yeah. And like it's gonna be fun because we get to see a lot of cool things. But they're all going to be based in the MCU. So all these different stories they're going to do will be based in the MCU, and they won't be based in like the bigger, larger Marvel comic universe. So I'm kind of curious as to why that is, but we'll just have to wait and see.
I've got a list of things that kind of blew my mind about this.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Killmonger saves Tony in this.
That's gonna be fun.
Has that anything like that ever happened?
So all these
they really
stories
didn't even cross paths in the MCU.
No. So all these stories are going to be brand new stories, and their comic relations are going to be very fleeting. There'll be some comic connections, but not a whole bunch.
Okay, that was a really good recreation of the beginning of Iron Man, though. I was happy to see that.
Yeah, me too. And they also have like, what if? I think the Black Panther was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
And
he's definitely a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and we have one where Agent Carter is a super soldier. She's Captain America.
Captain Carter.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Her shield has the Union Jack on it.
It is interesting because there is a Union Jack superhero character, and there is a Captain Britain, which is kind of fun. So those two things do exist. Yes. So Captain Britain is a huge comic character, huge. And I thought,
who was the guy in the suit at the beginning of the trailer? Do you know?
No.
At first I thought it was Doctor Strange, but then Doctor Strange shows up later and it looks different. I don't know.
It might be. I thought it was him too. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun, and there will be some comic connections to make up. And it's gonna be some kind of cool stories. But
who do you think Star-Lord is in this trailer?
I don't know.
Did you see Star-Lord?
No, I didn't see him.
He's black.
Oh, I think that's going to be T'Challa.
Oh, you know what? You might be right.
Yeah.
Because he's in his Star-Lord outfit, so I didn't connect that to.
Yeah. But remember, the Ravagers, they're not in the comics. They only came into the comics because of the movie. So we're going to see what if stories based in the MCU. That's what we're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be super fun. But I mean, it's gonna be limited to their properties. Like all the different stories they're gonna be able to show us will be limited to the MCU stuff. And there's so many more really fun, really great stories. I mean, what if Hulk killed Wolverine? They did what if the Punisher kills everyone? Like what if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? What if the Evolutionary won? So many cool stories. So many cool stories. And it's like they can do it because they can break canon. They don't have to worry about making sure everything makes sense, right? So that's why What If is so much fun, because each one is like different and they don't have to worry about following any rules. They just say, what if this happens, and tell a fun story. So that's gonna be great. And it's all connected because if you watch in Loki, they're about to blow up the multiverse. So all these what ifs that they'll show technically do exist in multiple different universes.
Right.
So again, we're seeing Loki that's going to blow up the multiverse. They have to, because we're going to have What If come out, and we're going to have Doctor Strange in the multiverse. So Marvel's all into this multiverse stuff.
I was just rewatching the trailer, and Doctor Strange fights Doctor Strange at the end.
Oh, cool! Awesome.
It looks like from our last podcast we talked about Scott Pilgrim, where there's Nega Scott at the end. It looks like Doctor Strange is fighting Nega Doctor Strange.
Awesome.
So,
I'll definitely watch that.
Zombie Captain America has to be from the comics, though.
It definitely is. There's a whole universe of nothing but zombie superheroes. So the entire universe is full of zombies. So and that came from, if I'm not mistaken, it came from a What If. It was like, what if zombies took over the Marvel universe, and
they're still like playing their roles as zombies.
I think the whole goal is to eat everything. Like the whole goal is to just like, I'm not sure exactly, but it was very popular, and they did an entire series where it was nothing but zombie Avengers. It was all about zombie Avengers. So that was a spinoff from the comic. I remember that. That was a long time ago.
If I'm going to pick up a new comic and read it, that might be one that I try.
I'll send you links. I've actually started reading comics on my iPad lately. And you know what? You might actually enjoy doing that. You should try it. The
iPad does have a feature that helps out with my particular reason I don't like reading comics, where you can zoom in on each little panel. So
they actually have it now.
So don't read ahead and ruin it for you.
Yeah, you actually have it now. So you just go from panel to panel. You just click it and it moves from panel to panel. Yeah, no, I can't stand it. I don't like that.
I would have to do
school.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll send you a link to it. So yeah, so maybe you want to read it.
Cool. We can share that on the notes.
What if it's going to be animated, which is going to be awesome. I love the idea of animation. You don't have to worry about a lot of paying people to be like, you don't have to worry about special effects and everything else. Animation. The only thing you have to worry about is sound actors. So that's going to be great.
Some of these characters sound like they might be. They either have a better voice actor that can impersonate, or is actually voiced by the actor from the movies, and then others sound very different. Like Tony Stark is clearly not Robert Downey Jr.
They're not going to be able to get everybody to do everything, but I'm hoping that they'll get some people to do some things. So we'll just have to wait.
Thor does sound a lot like Chris Hemsworth, though.
Well, I mean, it's an Australian accent, you know. You can find some people to make that up.
Right.
It's funny.
And then the faces, too. Some of the faces are like dead ringers, and others are a little bit more different. Speaking of which, I saw Ego, the Living Planet. That's his name, right?
Yep.
He's in the trailer, and the only reason I recognize him is because it looks exactly like Jeff Bridges.
I just finished reading a comic about Ego. I'm actually currently reading it now, which is funny. For some reason, people like that idea of a huge plant with a face on it. That's the only reason. That's the only thing. But no, What If's gonna be really fun. It's going to do a lot of cool things. When's it coming out? Do you know?
I don't. I was looking for it on Disney Plus, and
I think
it's not on there yet. Why do you release a trailer and not put
I want to say
in your app?
I want to say August.
That sounds right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, hey guys. Are we going to cover this? We should. I think we're going to cover it, right?
We can.
Might as well. Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It'll be fun. Yeah. It'll be fun. We'll cover it. We will make episodes. We'll do episodes talking about each one and be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Well, again, you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on YouTube.
You can find us on Twitter at Super Sideshow.
Yeah, you can find me at JSlacks. That's at JAYSLSCKS. And you can find Mike at
MIKBRE.
Yep. And you can find all of us here every week doing talking about stuff. And our next big episode is going to be Black Widow. So make sure you check that out. It'll be out Sunday?
Yeah, it'll be out Sunday.
All right, Sunday. Check us out on Sunday. Hopefully it'll be fun. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.